July 4th. And on the docket today, we have quite a few things. I'm sorry, I'm moving the whole camera, y'all. I need to get comfortable. Don't mind me. Thank you. So today is a rough day. Especially with the state of the world today and the passing of this big bullshit bill. Big, we're fucking you in the ass bill. So, that being said, we're not going to talk about 4th of July in today's tense.
I do want to preface, we are not trying to be dismissive or, we are not trying to, downplay the severity of the current situation, the severity of past situations.
It's just a rough time.
Yeah, this day was unfortunately built upon genocide, and we do acknowledge that.
Yeah.
We acknowledge that, and we acknowledge that we are falling down those same lines currently. We know that. We know that. We know you guys know that. We know we talk about that all the time. But today, I think we just want to keep it
light and fun. Have a good time.
We want to be a reminder that even we can still come together and do fun things as a community, even if
the government.
That's how we remain strong as a community. Is we come together and we remind each other that there is something to look forward to.
There's a light in the world. So yeah, I want to start off by sharing some 4th of July experiences. You gonna cry?
No, I'm not gonna cry on the internet. It was getting there. It's okay.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love you. You need, hold on. You just need to, no, just hold some space, just for a moment. Yeah. Just hold some space. Okay. Anyways, I would like to share some stories of my childhood 4th of July's because they were really fun. And 4th of July is my favorite holiday. Not for the Independence Day part of it, but because it was the one time my whole family got together. We didn't all we had separate family Christmases, we had separate family Thanksgivings, but on 4th of July, it was a whole family reunion, whole shebang. Mm-hmm. And I always remembered, being free as a fucking bird, like Leonard Skinner said. Yeah. We're just running through. So, as a kid, we would go to Boulder City. That is where this collection of
events.
Tomfoolery would happen. My family members would be drunk, on acid, on shroomies, on alcohol, whatever. My grandma would get some fucking, the chicken buckets from Albertsons, and we would eat it cold.
Nice.
Fruit.
Nice.
We had big tents that we would chill in. We'd go run to the water park. Across from the park, there's this big open space where they have concerts, they have food trucks, they have a whole bunch of shit over there. I'll show you. So it's just a great time. It's community. It's there's a whole bunch of people at this park, a whole bunch of kids running around. It's just fun.
Pardon me.
Your kid feels safe, you know. So there was this one time. Just a reminder, my parents did divorce when I was 5. So I was probably 8. And the custody was not split equally. It was a whole shebang, whatever. So we go to Boulder City for 4th of July. And my mom, who was not supposed to be there, shows up and is there. And I'm a little kid and I'm like, oh my god, Mom, hey Mom.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, Mom, I want to hang out with my mom. Yeah, of course I do. But my dad's she just had a restraining order against me, and now she's coming around to this fucking park trying to play with my fucking kids. What the fuck?
Ooh.
Yeah, it was drama. It was tea. My dad was on acid that day at the same time. It was wild. And then my babysitter was there. And if I come to find out in my later years, that babysitter, my mom and my dad were all fucking... So it's they get mad at my situation when they had threesomes on threesomes on threesomes. With there's other people in the neighborhood. Sunset Hills was a sex ring.
They were all swingers?
They were all. You
never told me that.
Yeah,
Your mom and dad were swinging with it.
They they weren't swinging with the babysitter. Like, that, they didn't like that title. But, like, yeah, my dad would go hang out with her and they would watch. Yeah, they did a whole bunch of shit. And then my cousins, not to out them, but, like, my cousin's parents, like, it's the same thing, because they're my cousins because they live down the street. So it's like a whole connected chain of, like, they all were fucking on each other because they were all in their mid-20s, like, early 30s, like, libido high, all had these, you know, the youngest was, like, 4 years old to, like, 8-year-old kids.
And now we're all doing drugs and getting drunk. And
playing poker and barbecuing, and we're just gonna have a good time. Yeah, it was a great life. Bleep those words out for me. Didn't mean to say that.
We can cut all that out.
No,
just
you
start
can just bleep it.
I don't know if I can. Just start your sentence over, and
Okay.
I'll cut that whole out.
Those people had went with us a few times, so, like, yeah, it was a whole fucking thing. But, like, for me, I didn't know that at the time. I was a little baby kid. I was just in the water park. I'm gonna send her a picture receipt of little me with no teeth and a little tie-dye bathing suit in this park. And I just have the biggest smile on my face. No teeth, but
cute.
just fucking ear to ear. Yeah, I haven't. So I'll send that so she can clip that in, and then
I'll put that in.
yeah, it was a lot of 4th of Julys were there. That's all. Like, that's my only memory of 4th of July. And then in my later years, my parents stopped going there because it was kind of like too much work, like the drive, and it's hot, and like too many kids, and leaving the dogs at home. So in my teen years, my 4th of July was boring unless I like went out with friends, which is what I did a lot. Like, I would go out with my friends and we would hang out, and their parents would take us to go see fireworks or something. Yeah, it was like, it was never about, to me, it was never about like, oh my god, yeah, yeehaw America. It was like, this is when I get to see my people. This is when I get to, like, be surrounded. It's the one excuse of the year that, like, yeah, my family is here.
Sorry, I'm not.
So yeah, that's my 4th of July.
When we were still in the phase of, like, going back out to California to see my family, we would do pretty, like, the same thing, like 4th of July barbecues, hang around, sparklers, all the parents would get drunk, whatever. One time, sorry Sharon, one time I almost lit Sharon's hair on fire. And it gave her a scar under her eye.
Oh shit.
Because I was chasing her with the sparkler. That's how she recalls it. I was chasing her with the sparkler. Girl, you...
Oh, you need me to... What?
The bomb? You want to do a pipe?
My mom's kind of dirty and I haven't cleaned it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, my uncle gave this to me.
Okay.
Shout out Uncle T.
Dry pipe? Oh.
You haven't hit a pipe in a while?
Oh, that's good.
You used to be hitting these like it was nobody's damn business.
Yeah, that was like the only thing, because I would carry him around because it was easy to bring him to school.
Where would you smoke weed at the school? Can we dive into that? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want a story time of like how Hayden would get away with shit that I didn't know.
So basically, for like freshman year, most of the time I was not bringing actual pot to school. I was not that bold. I would bring like a wax pen and like me and fuckface would like pass it around or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so sophomore year was COVID. We weren't really there, but we were. I think I was living in California.
Yeah.
But for some of it. But when I came back, we were. I think it's because my leg's like on the blue tray.
Sorry.
I would kind of just like. I would walk into school. I would check into the first class. And then I would be like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And then I would just walk out with my shit. I would not go back. And I would I would leave the school. We used to...
Yeah, like where would you hang around?
The neighborhoods. We wouldn't even like be near the school. We got out of the school either through the back, like by the gym doors, like leading out to the portables. Or to be honest, sometimes we would just walk out the fucking front.
Yep.
We would just walk out the front, and it was to the point where like the hall monitors knew me and they knew I was fucking around, so they were like, okay, I don't even fucking care. Like, leave, bitch, whatever.
Yeah. No.
Like, you're harming your own education. I don't fucking care. Like,
I would always use those back doors by the portables when I would ditch, which I didn't ditch a lot until my junior and senior year. because
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I took weights. What, is that too much for you?
Woo! Oh, girl.
I took weights, and I loved that class, but I hated doing it every day, so I would ditch. And I would just go sit with my friends at lunch, because I wanted to hang out with my friends, and what's so wrong with that? But then,
Oh, that did not taste good.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
But, yeah. So, I didn't ditch a lot. And then senior year, it was a lot of, like, I'm theater vice president, like, you have to let me go.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you kind of had an excuse. Sometimes, so like the hall monitors, me and Sharon Sharon's my sister, we went to school for like an overlapping amount of time. And like freshman and sophomore year, sometimes I would get out of trouble because they thought I was Sharon. Like if I was like in the hallways doing something I wouldn't, and one of the hall monitors specifically, he would judge it on if I had nails on or not. Because we looked so alike at the time that he was just like, okay, she has nails and she doesn't, so the one that doesn't have nails is the good one. Like, she doesn't have nails today, so I'm gonna let her go. It's the good one. She can read a pass. Sometimes I actually...
Wait, can you whisper the admin to my ear?
Bigger one, cane. I'm pretty sure he had a cane. Always limping, always walking with a limp. Old black guy.
I have no clue who you are talking about.
That's so funny.
That man could have been fake.
That's so funny.
She could be lying to my face and I would not know. Yeah, I don't know. There was one... Okay. Sorry, hold on. It's hey, go back. Sorry, the dogs. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about one of the admin that we had in elementary school when we first met. He was our PE teacher. And
he was like a sub PE teacher. I think there was a different PE teacher at the beginning of the year, and then he came in.
No, he was
I'm
like
90% sure he
like
was originally an assistant or a hall monitor of some kind, and then he became an actual PE teacher because there was two.
Yeah,
one of them got sick or something.
Yeah. So he was great. He taught me how to play flag football. He was like my best friend in elementary school. He was nice to all the kids. And then later, I think it was my junior year, back from COVID, I'm walking through the halls the first day of school. Come to find, and he always wanted to look cool as fuck. He was always in like the security shirt with
You're
like
really bad with not saying people's names.
I really am. I forget that this is going. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna learn how to bleep.
Yeah, I'll learn how to bleep. I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's okay. Anyways,
You gotta start like, if you feel like I'm getting close to saying a name, you gotta be like, bitch.
Hold on.
Anyways, yeah. I'm done telling that story because we can move on.
No, but he was really cool. I remember him. He was really, really cool. I don't know if I saw him in high school though. I only remember him from elementary.
He saved my ass one time because my junior year there was a back door to the theater that you could go through, and our theater teacher would tell us that we could go through it because like I was on the theater board. I needed to go sit in the theater classroom in the morning. No, I didn't. I was just fucking off. But like, yeah, I did. So there was one day we go through there. Me and my friend. Keep in mind, this friend at the time was a taller Middle Eastern man. So dark. And the two of the hall monitors, him and one of the other guys, comes in and is like, goes up to him immediately, obviously profiling. She's like, you came in through that back door? You just came in, and like both of us are like not answering any questions. So then my girlfriend at the time had let us in, like she had opened the door for us. So they were trying to get her in trouble, but none of us were going to snitch her out. So then they take us to like the student success office, which is like the detention center, and they question him, and I'm just in there. They make me take my phone into a bag, and I was like,
what?
No, yeah, they made me put it in like a brown bag and staple it together while I was in there, and then excuse me, they like, I don't know how him and I communicated of like don't say shit. Like he had walked out and came and like whispered in my ear or something and was like, I like talked him down, like don't say shit, like just tell him that we walked through the door and that was it. And I was like, okay. So then I go in. They strip me down to my shoes, like, to make me take my shoes off. Made me, like, open my bra strap and shit to see if I had anything on me. And I was like...
What do you mean?
Yeah. Not, like, strip me, but, like, they made me go like this to see if there's anything in my bra strap. Like, do this, like, take my shoes off, like...
Okay.
And then, yeah. So... I don't really remember what happened other than they let us go back to class and then they talked to like, don't open the door again.
Girl.
I just can't. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this at all. I think we gotta restart. Let's just restart. Just cut it. Cut the whole thing.
It's okay.
Cut the whole thing. It's over.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure out.
Guys, I feel so close to you guys. I'm just like, hey, we're exposing everyone.
I'm gonna have fun editing tonight.
I'm gonna let her take over a story while I,
If I wouldn't know what happened.
That was really it.
So nobody got in trouble?
Not really. They didn't, like, call my parents or anything.
Damn, lucky. I never got searched like that, though. I only ever got my stuff searched, and I always kept it on my person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sit there and be like, no, I'm not, you're not touching me, I'm not no, I'll sue you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll sue you. Don't. So they would just search my stuff. Because I was complicated.
What do you think was, like, this one situation in high school that you were like, oh shit, I'm fucked, like, by the admin, or, like, you really were scared of something? Or even, like, with the law.
So, it's 420. Okay? It's 420 junior year. I'm in chemistry or something like that. I think it was chemistry. I had the teacher that I had for some, like, the math class that I took the year before. I don't remember what it was. But I had that teacher again. And she had a little, like, teacher's assistant. It was, like, this older white lady.
Mm-hmm.
It's 420. I've been a pothead since I was 14. Okay. I have my stuff on me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting in this class. I had like a Sharpie and I had my wax pen in my pants pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting down and I feel a tap on my shoulder and like, let's pretend this is the Sharpie and this is like...
Yeah.
She goes, are these yours? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, if I say no, I could potentially not get my stuff back.
Yeah.
If I say yes, I could potentially not get my stuff back and get arrested. That'd be really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yeah? And she goes, oh, okay. Here you go. And I was like, okay, right on. Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever came of it. That was the moment I think internally I was like, okay, this is it. Like, yikes, like, this is really it. Nope.
I think it was a time where I was really scared in school.
Other than that, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be fine.
There was a time where... okay, so again, like I had just said a few minutes ago, I ditched weights a lot. And there was one time I had ran out of, like, bathroom excuses. I had used all my turns. So I was like, well, the nurse's office is always available. So I have him write me a nurse's pass for, like, a tummy ache or, like, my period or something. And take that nurse's pass, crumble it up, put it in my pocket, go to lunch, go sit with my friends, go hang out.
Yeah.
And then I just decided not to ever go back to the class. Which, dumb mistake, I had left, like, one of my bags in there or something that I had to go get. Like, I don't know why I couldn't go home without it. Yeah. Or, like, maybe it was, like, I had to leave my bag because it was just the nurse's office type thing. But
no, you got me fucked up. I'm bringing my shit everywhere.
Yeah. So, I don't go back till, like, the end of the day. I was like, okay, I'll go get my stuff at the end of the day when he's, like, not there. Because I was in the after-school program, so I was like, I'll just go have a open the... Open the door. Anyways.
Bro.
I'm gonna have to pay you to edit this one for how many times that you're gonna have to bleep this out.
I mean, I don't mind being paid, but...
I wasn't talking about money.
There was... Fuck, I had a story and I lost it.
Wait, okay, while you're thinking.
Okay.
So, I'll go back at the end of the day, and he's still sitting in his office.
Oh.
And he was like, I was waiting for you to come back, because here's your bag, I have it. And I was like, he was like, you didn't go to the nurse's office? I was like, no, I did. And he was like, well, I called her up and said that, she said that you weren't there. And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, he said that he was going to give me detention. He never did.
That's funny.
I never had detention a day in my life.
Funny.
I've never been dress coded.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I got dress coded so fucking often.
There was one
Middle
time,
school, high school.
one of my ex-girlfriends, the first one, she got dress coded by one of, like, the very new principals that was just, like, an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to tell her, like, it's okay, like, you know, like, and she was a fashion girly, so, like, she was really mad that she had to change her outfit.
Yeah.
And, she had yelled at me in the hallway that day. Yeah, I remember her. We were standing outside the science hallways, like, on the outside, and we're standing there, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, like, it's okay. Like, I didn't really know how to handle it.
Right.
And I don't remember what she said to me, but she had yelled at me, and then went to her class, and then I went and sat, and it was my open period. I wouldn't have been at school that early. I only did it to hang out with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go sit in my history teacher's classroom, and I'm talking to her other friend at the time. So this girl was friends with both me and my ex-girlfriend. And I was like, I don't know what I did. Like, she yelled at me. Like, I'm, like, hurt. I'm mad. Mm-hmm. Like, all the things. And then she had texted me at the end of the class. I was like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you. Yada, yada. And then I dropped it. That's one thing I regret not getting mad about. Because I should have been like, bitch, don't yell at me.
Right.
The fuck? You decided to wear booty shorts to school. That's not my fault. Bye. Fuck you.
There was this class that I took junior year. I think it was... Oh, I don't even remember. It was one of those, like, computer science or, like, weird, like, filler fucking classes. I don't remember what it was called. But, I had, like, not gone to this class all year. Like, I went to this class maybe 3 times. And then I just, like, stopped going to school.
Yeah.
Right. I come back one day, and, you know, I go sit in class, and he's, like, taking attendance, like, because this teacher took attendance, like, called out attendance every day.
Yeah.
And he skipped me, and I was like, okay, so I just raised my hand. I was like, hey, like, you skipped me, and he goes, you're fucking here? Like, he actually said that. Like, he was like, you're fucking here? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm here, because I was going back to school to drop out. That's why I was attending school. I was waiting till I turned 18 because a truancy officer came to my house. Mm. And I was waiting till I turned 18 so I could drop out of school legally without my parents' permission.
Yeah.
And, yeah. He was like, I stopped calling you months ago because you just stopped coming. And I was like, yeah, well, okay. I'm here. Here today.
That's funny.
Oh, he was pretty cool. That teacher was dope.
Every time because I didn't miss school very frequently, so every time I did, all of my teachers were like, you okay? What happened? Like, what's wrong? Because I was very nice to all of my teachers, very respectful. Like, they all knew my name because I put effort into the class, like.
Right.
So, yeah. What else I wanted to talk about today? Unless you thought of your other story. Or...
That was the other story.
I want to talk about the Diddy trial, y'all, because what the hell?
I just don't understand. I'm gonna have to watch the whole Rotten Mango thing on it, and we're gonna circle back to this so I can actually have like a firm understanding of what exactly happened and how to like verbalize everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally, like I was saying this earlier, I need a lawyer to explain to me, like I am fucking 5, how it was possible that he was acquitted for certain charges and charged with other. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I don't get it either. It's like, so yeah, he had a hand in transportation, but
not
doing it. Like, how is that
not
likely?
enough to like what the fuck?
That's not likely at all.
Oh, anyways, like I don't understand. I don't have the brain to comprehend all that right now. But one thing I do want to rant about is like I am tired of seeing like the parasocial relationships. Like I want to give you guys a fucking reality check. These like celebrities and influencers and performing artists and whatever you want to fucking call them, they don't care about you. And when you sit there and you defend them online and you make excuses for them and their fucking terrible behavior online, they're not, oh look, my fans are defending me, huh? It's literally, oh look, these fucking idiots still think I'm innocent. How funny is that? They know what they're doing is wrong. Like, the specific inspiration I had for this one was I am seeing a lot about Sabrina Carpenter and Sydney Sweeney and how they're like replicating the Lolita movie in like their photo shoots. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And literally everyone's, not everyone. I will say there's some that are saying both are like what both are wrong because obviously both of them are fucking wrong. What the fuck are you? Oh, I don't even want to get into it. It's just like so angry. But there's still people in the comments and on certain social spaces and, oh, Sabrina didn't know what she was doing. She said she didn't know what it was. She da-da-da-da-da. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. Literally bullshit.
Yeah.
I knew what that movie was when I was fucking 12. Like,
and all of these artists have an intent, and all of them do. And I would like to piggyback off of that of all of these artists, influence, yada yada. They are human beings, and I feel like I'm a reality check y'all even more because everyone is putting all these people on a high pedestal and a this and a that, and they need to speak out on this, and they need no.
Yes, I disagree with that. You got the platform, and you're privileged enough to have that platform. You have to use it. You don't have to. Necessarily. Free will is a thing. You don't have to.
Right.
But should you? Morally, should you? Yes. Yes, you should use that space and that platform to educate people, especially in times like this.
Yeah, I can agree to that sense, but like I feel that should be a responsibility to everybody, not just the people who have over 1 million followers. Correct. Or whatever.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So like it's a thing of you put them on that pedestal and then they get put on a plenty more of like, oh well, they need to do this and they need to do this to be considered good in the media and they need to follow everything that the fans say. Like I get that the fans want entertainment, but you are controlled of what entertainment you decide, not on what the entertainers you pick do.
True.
You choose what you want to watch. So if you want to be informed and educated, you can go to a more informed, educated channel that is focusing on those kinds of things other than Paris Hilton's, or like...
Paris Hilton is extremely active.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just meant, like, give me another random Emma Stone. Like, you want to watch Emma Stone for comedy. You go to her page and her stuff. Liza Koshy. You go to all those pages.
That's not what it's about, though. It's about the fact that your voice reaches millions of people. We don't have that opportunity. Normal people like us, we don't have that opportunity. And you have a moral obligation to not only almost preach for the better,
but I feel like our society thinks that they are the only ones that should do it because, like you just said, we don't have that reach. But like we have the reach in our neighborhood and in
Yeah,
our own
no, and
following.
we don't have the reach of millions of people. We
Right.
can do our work within our communities.
Yeah, but you're expecting them to come out on social media and say, "I feel so sorry about this," or
Yeah.
"This is horrible."
Yeah,
But
I
you
am.
don't. But you don't. Like you haven't posted a story like that.
Girl, are you?
I'm not.
Girl, are you
not
silly?
you. I'm not you.
Girl,
I'm
are you silly?
not you. I
Girl, are
know
you
you
silly?
do, but I know the private story, girl. I know
The private story. The private story. What's that? The public highlight?
Okay.
What's that? The public highlight?
Okay. Yes.
The public highlight?
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'm
expect
not
them to come out and say
saying
something because
you.
me with my 261 followers has enough cojones to come out and fucking say something.
Okay.
So if you have a voice to reach millions of people, you should be fucking talking about it. And this is what I'm talking about with the defending the celebrities and the defending the parasocial relationships and thinking that they actually give a fuck. When they decide to not give a fuck, we need to view it as that. Just
Okay.
as that. They don't care. They
Okay.
do not care.
Okay. Can we both agree? We're getting in a little debate right now because I disagree. Can we both agree?
How?
Can we both agree that for those people with, let's say, 10 million followers or above, social media is their job, correct? It is their job title. Majority of the time. They might have other job titles.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
They
okay.
might have other job
Okay.
titles. Sure.
So that is the job that they chose. They put effort into that job, into that career, and they chose it. Yes, Brittany Broski got famous off of one kombucha video, but she didn't have to stay famous. She could have never touched social media again and would have been the same girl. Right? So they're choosing this path and choosing this career and to be watched by all of these people. Yes. They're choosing that. It's a job title. So because they signed on that dotted line to have this job, they automatically have to become speakers of the world. Because our government doesn't even speak, like, speakers of the house don't even speak, like, you know what I mean?
No. No. I don't. I don't.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because I'm a little high. But, again, sign up for a job. I don't think in that job description to make videos and to do that, and maybe I should, maybe things should change, but as of right now, like, I don't think you should cancel somebody just because they didn't say something.
Are you sure? Are
Yeah.
you sure about that? Silence is complacency.
Yeah.
You are being complacent with everything that's going on in the... I mean, they literally built a concentration camp in Florida. If you don't have enough balls to come out and say that that's fucking wrong, you are complacent in fascism.
Well, that is wrong.
Yes, no, you are complacent in fascism, and I would go far enough to call you a Nazi. If you don't have the balls to come out and say something about the fact that what they're doing is fucking wrong and we need to put a stop to this, I would call you a Nazi. You are complacent in fascism.
So, okay. I think my point is that they are held to a higher standard because of entertainment and media.
Right.
When we're not even holding our own people to that standard. So they're on a pedestal of like, you guys have
Who's
to
not? I can understand societally.
Yeah,
but
society.
You gotta remember you're talking to you gotta remember who you're talking to.
Yeah, I'm not saying I have a bad habit of like when I say I mean like our generation.
Right. Like society.
Like,
Yes. Our general yeah.
Yes. So the people on the internet are not like you in posting on their social media and in like staying informed and all of that. They're just shitting on this person for not doing it when they're not doing it either. So like you have the right to shit on people because yeah, I do it too, ho. Like what?
Right.
But somebody, you know, who like me, I can't get mad at anybody because I don't.
Yes, you can. We have a platform. Maybe we have 10 subscribers, maybe, but we still have a platform where we actively speak on these issues.
Yeah. So, but plain Jane, who like doesn't have a platform, doesn't have anything, but is shitting in the comment sections of this person because you didn't speak out against this. Well, you didn't either, girl. So that's what I'm saying is wrong. is like all of these people are hating on them when they're not even doing it themselves.
Actively making the effort to do it themselves. I can understand.
That's like, what my point was.
We still, I would still stand on the limit. We have to hold celebrities and people with that platform to that standard. Especially now.
But I feel like if you're going to hold those people, you have to hold our American people to the same
standard. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Right. So then we can agree. So everybody should be held to that standard, not just influencers and
I think more importantly, they should be held to that standard because they have the reach to affect more people. Affect people on a global scale. If fucking, like, let's use an example. Like, Billie Eilish. When Billie Eilish posts stuff, like, about, like, being anti-ice and about being against the ice raids and is posting different, like, funds and stuff, like, that reaches so many more people and creates so many more opportunities for that to actually go places. And that's why we need to, not specifically, we should hold everybody to it, but we need to especially hold celebrities to that standard, because when they go on either side of the coin, they are encouraging their audiences to do the same, whether they choose complacency or whether they choose to speak out. They're encouraging and they're influencing their audiences that, like, literally, they're influencers. That's the name of the game. They're influencing their audiences to do the same. So when you're actively speaking out and when you're creating waves against certain things that, whatever it may be, whether it's with the Lolita fucking photo shoots and perpetuating the idea of pedophilia and glamorizing pedophilia in a certain way, whether it's the ice raids, whether it's all the shit going on in Florida, whether it's about the bill, like, you can pick and choose so many topics, but, like, to say that there's not a direct effect on the audience from whatever they're saying is wrong. That is just dead wrong. That is literally the name of the game.
I'm not saying that. My point is, like, everybody needs to be held to that standard. No matter if you have 1 follower or 1 billion followers. You all need... that is why we have the internet, because it's open forum. Whether you are on one side or the other, because even if the other side, like the right, is fucking crazy and insane, you should know why they are crazy and insane. You should be listening to the other side of the media to be like, okay, this is what is coming from them, and then go, like, you should take both into consideration. I wholeheartedly believe that.
When it comes to legitimate, actual conversations and intellectual conversations and ideals, sure. When you tell me that you think we should be able to, not saying that you are saying this, but when I'm sitting here having a conversation with someone and they're telling me that we should actually be able to put people in camps and fucking throw them off planes and let them wash up on fucking different shores in Europe, like, no. We should not give that any kind of platform. That's exactly how that sort of stuff starts to spread. That's exactly how the fucking infectious nature of fascism works, is because it starts to have certain platforms here and there. It starts to pop up here and there, and boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden, boom, it explodes into this huge fucking fascist regime, and now everyone's under the governing of one fucking person who's actually usually genociding thousands of people. It's seen hundreds and hundreds of times throughout history.
I just mean in the point, like, for example, Hayden has taken upon herself in her free time to reread the Bible, to educate herself, to fight against people who want to claim this is what's in the Bible.
Yeah, people who want to use the Bible in hateful ways.
Right.
Yeah.
So you are educating yourself on a side that you don't necessarily believe.
Right.
To prove a point. So, by educating yourself on, as a Democrat, by educating yourself on the Republican side, if you know both about
they're
all
not
sides...
Republican anymore. Okay. That's the thing, though.
I'm just, what I'm saying, just like...
I do, and I know I do. And, like, that's what I said, when you're getting down to actual intellectual conversations and actual, like, conversations with political meaning and stuff that can make a difference, yeah, sure, and you should educate yourself on both sides of the coin. The general majority of maggots now, and these they're not Republican.
No.
They're not Republican. They're white nationalists. They're extremists. Like, they're not... We have gone so far beyond that now that you cannot even call them Republican anymore. It's like, I don't understand. With ex-boyfriend, this was a lot of the time the conversation we were having, because I was like, you can't call them that anymore. They're not just Republicans. Like, if you look historically, and you look at the actual definitions of what fascism is, of what nationalism is, white nationalism specifically, because nationalism doesn't always have to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
The actual word nationalism is just the belief that your country can be better, the belief that your country as a community can be better and can go farther as a society. That's not bad. White nationalism is where it gets hateful and extreme.
Yeah, and I agree. And I agree. My whole point is just, I think educating yourself on both sides always is the key to being the smartest in the situation. Because think about that side. They don't educate themselves on the other side at all. And that's why they're so dumb. And some extremist liberals don't educate themselves on the other side at all either.
Right.
And that's what makes them so dumb. So, if you're not, I'm not saying neutral can be a bad territory.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying if you are not educating yourselves, if you're not listening to a CNN article, and then a Fox News article, and then in this article, if you're not looking
Fox
at...
is not news anymore.
Well, no, but you get what I'm saying.
I do. No, I do. You
just gotta educate on all sides, no matter what the situation is. Because if you don't have a basic understanding about the other side, I don't believe you can argue against it.
I don't think you could have sound counter arguments. I don't that's the whole nature of arguments is to begin with, is one person thinks something, one person thinks something else, and you begin to educate each other on your different perspectives. I think, yes,
I don't think that's an argument.
Yes, it is.
I think an argument and educating
in actual
is different.
Literary terms, yes, that's exactly what an argument is. When we're looking at an argument or a debate, in class, there's no emotion behind it. You're sitting there, and your argument and debate are the same thing.
I disagree. Look up the definition.
Girl.
They're not. They can be similar in definition, but they are not the same.
An exchange or diverging of opposite views, typically a heated or angry one. A reason or set of reasons with the aim of persuading others that an action or idea is right or wrong.
Okay, debate. And it said usually aggressive.
The first one, but the second definition, there
doesn't
have to be emotion behind it.
But we're taking account both.
A formal discussion on a particular topic in which a public meeting or legislative assembly in which opposing arguments are put forward. So a debate, with the definitions we're looking at, a debate is legislative. A debate is in an actual setting in a controlled environment composed of smaller arguments. An argument is an idea that you're putting forward, that you're trying to convince someone else of. An argument doesn't have to... That's a confrontation. What you're thinking of is a confrontation, when there's tons of emotion behind it, and it's very emotionally fueled.
Okay, so then I guess my point would be that those words get interchanged. Confrontation gets argument gets
they're synonymous in a sense.
Yes, but argument gets used in the
place of confrontation
when confrontation is actually what is happening.
Yeah.
So I think that was my point.
I don't remember what our original point was.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little heated.
We're going down a rabbit hole.
We are, but I mean the topic being heated. Because a lot of people could hear this and be like, bitch? I'm not heated at all.
My point is, there is no excuse for complacency, especially in times that are as dire as they are right now.
Yeah.
This is the point in, when you look at any point in history, any place geologically in history, Germany, China, Russia, literally fucking everywhere. This is the point in history, and I know several people said this, where they're like, why the fuck didn't they do anything? Why didn't anybody speak out and do anything? What was going on? What was actually going on? When I was learning about Tiananmen Square, I'm sitting there the whole fucking time, watching all the videos, reading all the articles, doing all my research, and I'm like, bro, UN, where were you? The United Nations, where the fuck were you, bro? Why didn't anyone do anything? We created these organizations and we created these charters and we created so many things that were supposed to fight for human rights and were supposed to act as a barrier between governments and human rights and whatever, however you want to describe it. Where the fuck were you? China joined the UN in 71. Tiananmen Square was 89. What the fuck is going on?
I'm just gonna say, truly what I think it's gonna take is a revolution.
Yeah.
And a civil war. And I think a civil war is coming faster than an atomic war, or not an atomic. Oh, whoa, atomic, nuclear war.
Kind of bordering the same thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it is what is needed. I fear that we make a whole bunch of jokes. Like, I saw some videos about how today everyone needs to be throwing tea into some body of water to really give our ancestors. Yeah, so, but like for real, we are kind of at that same point in our society, and they say that revolutions start every 250 years.
It's like 100. It's like closer to 100. Right. Empires rise and fall every 100 to 150 years.
Yeah. So I think there needs to be a whole re-gutting, and that is my political opinion. A whole entire. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that.
Can I share the more radical side of the coin? And this is when I tell people I lean so far left that I genuinely am radical. Like, I am so far left that I believe in guns. I am so far left that I think. Whoop! Wipe us all out. Let the Earth reclaim her territory. Boop. I think we are the ultimate, like, what's the word? Invasive species. Like, we were not meant to be here. Like, please just, like, take us all out. Yeah. I'm so serious. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's not viable. You don't want to do that. So I think the less radical side of the coin is a revolution. Kind of starting from scratch.
Yeah.
But where do we go after that, though? I think all of us say that, and we say we need a revolution, but where do we go after that? We need to have a set game plan so it doesn't just, like, fucking crumble into chaos.
Well, that's when and then it's sad to say, but like you said, we're the most invasive species. That is when the smart, the knowledgeable, and they go for the rich, and once the rich is wiped out and, like, everything is reset.
Wipe out the rich?
I feel like, yeah, that's the first step.
These are audacious claims.
Well, because they control everything. Everything.
True.
You think we're free, but
I think you should replace the term rich with wealthy.
Well, yeah, wealthy. The 1%.
Yeah.
Wipe them out. And that is when, and I'm using back in the day terms, but the American man, or like whatever, like the patriot comes out and says, okay, here's my ideas. Let me get a few more people. You, let me listen to you. What's your idea? And you start writing it down. And that's how the Constitution was made, wasn't it? So, it just, a whole bunch of people got into a room after the Boston Tea Party, and they were like, fuck, shit, guys, where do we go from here? We just hella rebelled against them. Like, fuck, we gotta do this. Let's sit down. Let's all combine our ideas. Let's throw them together. Let's compromise. Let's see what is gonna work. And then we make amendments to it later on when things change. Now, I think a lot of people don't think that they're like, oh, yeah, well, you can't change the Constitution. That's what amendments are for.
Yeah, you can.
And also, a lot of people have stopped amending the Constitution because it's like that we follow the old book, we follow the old whatever, when, no, we should be constantly amending, because in today's world, we are moving so fast in technological advances and this and that. It needs to be constantly changing. And it doesn't need to take a year and a half for something to change. It needs to be, okay, do you agree? Does this state agree? Does this state agree? Okay, cool. It needs to be a whole reset of just, again, a whole bunch of bodies in a room being like, I believe this, and I believe this, and money not being involved. Like, it literally being the average American person.
I was just saying, my, belief is that I think we need to abolish our, monetary system.
Absolutely.
I think we should not have money anymore.
Capitalism has ruined us.
Yeah, I think we, especially the paper dollar, I think if we go back to the idea of, literally fucking melting all our gold down and making coins out of it, and that's how we fucking trade and barter. Or we just we trade things. We
Oh yeah, you gotta have.
We trade services for goods, or we trade services for services, or you know what I'm saying? Like I think if we start from the idea of trading and bartering again, and don't incorporate, like you said, capitalist greed into it, and we don't.
The hard part is with that is that it's in today's world and how they have set it up. That is impossible.
It's everywhere.
Think about it.
Everywhere.
Think about it. Back in the day, on a farm, that would be fine if they took away capitalism. Okay, I have my eggs, I have my chicken, and Mary next door has the lettuce and tomatoes, and we'll be fine.
Right.
Other than services, you and I don't on your mom's house and where I live here. We don't have anything to give. We don't have land to grow veggies on, to grow,
because capitalism took the land away.
Exactly. So, it needs to be a whole gut.
Yeah, a whole...
Of the system. No government owns land. Nope. Every land is free again. Everybody pick your plot. Because...
But that's how smaller civil conflicts start to...
But that needs to happen. I believe that is healthy for a society.
Ugh.
You can't save everyone. Unfortunately. And it's think about just Nevada. How much land is owned by the government? We've talked about this before in our study. And how cramped we are in Las Vegas. But if we all spread out, there would be enough.
Oh my god, where's my phone? Wow, that's something else I wanted to talk about. While we're just on the topic of Nevada. Oh my god.
We got 5 more minutes.
I was gonna say, it's 4:20 here. Come on. Let's lighten up the topics a little bit before we wrap it up. So, for literally years, I have been saying don't go fucking around in the Nevada desert.
Yeah.
Not the place to play. Not the... Don't do it. Make sure your car has all the gas. Make sure you're in a reliable vehicle. You know where you're going. Don't tool around. Don't explore. The creepy shit.
Ooh.
And my parents had a similar experience to this years and years ago. But basically...
Route 50 is known as the loneliest road in America. There are miles and miles of nothing. No cell service, no towns, no billboards, no lights. Long-haul truckers who use this route know that you fill up right before you hit this stretch and you keep going until you reach the next town. I'm giving you this context to introduce you to the spooky scary story time that I got from a truck driver named Rick, who is 51. He said he's been a long-haul trucker for about 30 years. And he said he's done the loneliest road many, many times. He knows what to expect. It's eerie in that at night it's just absolute darkness. You can't tell the road from the sky. But in the day there's really nothing to see either. The road is just flanked by old mining towns, rusty sheds, and some broken down cars. It's not uncommon to drive this and not see another car for miles and miles. And if you break down, you better hope for a miracle. But Rick is driving this route one night. He said he liked to do it at night. He was driving an 18-wheeler refrigerated truck, and he was well rested. He was ready for it, and he had just passed Austin, Nevada, which was the last gas station. For another 112 miles. He said he still had 2 energy drinks that he hadn't touched yet, and he was blasting the AC on his face and his feet just for an extra jolt of energy in this absolute darkness. He said he had just passed mile marker 237. It was around 2:40 in the morning. He knows because he looked at the clock when he saw two
Actually, I don't know. Basically, this truck driver, mind you, she said, there's nothing for fucking hundreds of miles. Hundreds of miles besides, old abandoned mining towns and abandoned vehicles. There ain't shit. There's not even streetlights. So, this trucker and my parents years and years ago, because, Maddie moved up to Reno.
Yeah.
And that is where that road literally, goes in. That's that route in Nevada. Is the loneliest road.
Yeah.
And... literally, just people walking barefoot, nothing on them, nothing with them, nothing, in the dirt, in the middle of fucking nothing, hundreds and hundreds of miles of nothing, and there's just random people walking. Going where? Coming from where? Doing what? My mom said specifically the guy that her and my stepdad saw was carrying something behind him. He was dragging something behind him, and they were oh fuck no. In the story, the trucker turns around to make sure that they're okay. And he gets out of the truck and he walks back, and the rest of the story was in a part 2 that I didn't watch, but yeah, my mom said that they saw this guy like lugging this big old bag over his shoulder, like dragging this fucking bag, barefoot, ripped up shirt, in like the middle of nowhere, middle of the fucking night. The only way she can see him is the headlights of her car. Just lugging this fucking bag, and she was like, "Oh fuck no, oh no, goodbye."
Yeah, that's terrifying. That's
Yeah.
why I won't do road trips at night. I'm sorry. I'll start a road trip at 6 a.m. when the sun comes out, and I'll end it. I don't care if we gotta stop. When the sun starts to go down, I'm going to sleep. I hate driving when the sun's out, especially because I have family in Pahrump, Nevada, so it's like a 45-minute ride of barely anything, and like the roads are windy, and I hate driving it at night. Like, it gives me such severe anxiety.
It's fucking creepy. It's so fucking creepy. Like,
Yeah.
literally, that's my PSA today. Don't fuck around in the Nevada desert, bro.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. God forbid something happens to you. Nothing. Do you know how many fucking like scavenger species are out there? Nothing's gonna find you by the time that it matters. Like,
Yeah. My
Stay
PSA, I have a safe word. Be safe. Don't do anything fucking stupid.
nobody lose fingers.
Okay? If you get a lot of fight at work, run. Run in any which way, baby.
Nobody
Run.
lose fingers, please, please.
So that'll be it for us
Please.
today, team. We're gonna learn how to bleep my language tonight. I apologize in advance.
Bro,
I'm horrible.
we need to get a handle on that. 'Cause
I'm gonna be media trained over the weekend. Don't worry. I'll be back and better. And
Wait, I actually started using rice water in my hair. Do you think it's growing?
Wait, it looks so soft. I think it is growing. You did use rice water? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she listened to me?
Yeah, I've been
Hey.
using it for like a week.
I wanted
Week
to
or
tell
two.
you that when I cut my hair, I wanted it to look like yours.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like I wanted like the hella layers and just curly, like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So
If you guys want a quick little stylist inspo.
Yeah. Take your pick, babe. Anyways, we love you.
These little white streaks now. I think they're so cute.
Okay, Elsa. Or Anna. Yeah, Anna.
Yeah, Anna Hathaway.
Okay, we're gonna go get fucked up on 4th of July.
Fuck Trump. Fuck ICE.
Y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
And a good night.
Yeah.
We love you. Bye, team.
Won't you fly
High.